And we're live. Hi, everyone. How are you? Kelly. Hey, Cal.
Hi, Jess. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
A bit hot today, but other than that, everything is good.
But you look good.
Thank you. I had a relaxing weekend.
Yeah. What did you do? Anything exciting?
Just relaxed at the pool. Yesterday, I took the kids to the zoo. So just relaxing.
Okay. Sounds fabulous. Sounds wonderful. Okay, so we'll give everyone a few minutes to tune in. The dog is definitely going to bark. He's hiding in the bathroom now. There's some construction, so I apologize in advance. But hi, Claudie, Zahir, Vendorous, Isaac. Thank you guys all so much. Renato, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Every week I see more and more people signing on to our live events, and I really appreciate it. So today I'm here with our Director of Program Advising, Kelly Pozinski, and we are coming at you live to talk about all the exciting updates we have at University of the People. And I know that exams are coming up, so I thought we could also talk about some study tips. So those are always useful. So anyways, hi guys, thank you so much for signing on. I really appreciate it. Today is our 7th in our series of weekly student updates for the term. So it's the 7th week of your term. How is it going? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear. And of course, if you have any questions for us or for Kelly or for your program advisors, you can always leave them in the comments, or you can send an email to your advisor. I'm also always available to help on social media, so you can always DM us. That's my job. But Kelly and I created this series so you guys can interact with us and interact with each other, and it's just one more way to bring some life to an online community. And I think Kelly and I have fun doing them every week. I do. Okay, so again, I encourage you guys to ask questions. If you have any suggestions on topics you want us to cover, let us know. Jennifer, Kelly, I think you have a fan. Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer, for your kind comments over there.
I'm like getting red for you. I don't know why. Okay, so if you're an applicant and watching, this week is the early admission, not early. This week is an admissions deadline week. This Thursday, October 22nd. So don't forget to save your spot by then. I did include a link in the description of this event. If you have any questions about joining University of the People, you can always email admissions@uopeople.edu. You can always leave a comment, whatever it is. The first day of the term is November 12th. So that is coming right on up. So one more announcement about live events. Tomorrow I will be interviewing Nick. He is a computer science student. He has three children, 2 jobs, maybe 3 jobs, and he's busy. So we'll interview him and see how he balances life and school. And that's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And then the next day I'm interviewing Sam, who is she's in the field of researching. So I think she's a medical researcher maybe, and she's pursuing her MBA degree. So she sounds super interesting also. So she's from Boston and Nick is from California. So guys, with that being said, let's move on to Kelly. Kelly, do we have any updates on your end?
So, Jess, the registration period's closing for term 2 on Wednesday. So all those who haven't registered, please do so as soon as possible. And registration is done through the self-service portal.
Okay, and what about our new students? How do they register?
So just students in their first term, they will be registered by the Office of Student Services, so they don't need to worry about that. So if term 2 is your first term, with us, you will be registered.
Okay. Oh my goodness. I see 2 comments I want to address. Renato, I see your comment. We want some more details on your issues with enrolling, so we'll get back to you on that. And Stephen, did you call me the president of the UOP families? I love that. I mean, I'm no Shai Reshef, who is our actual president, but that's super cute. Okay, so again, face turning red, like the color of my hair, moving right along. Okay, and so like I said, we have 2 live events this week, both at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. But let's get into today's theme, shall we? How to...
yes, yeah. Sorry, I just remembered. Not that I just remembered, I wanted to say, but I didn't, that payments is also open. So those who haven't paid for their assessment fees for term 1, payments is now open, so don't delay, go and pay.
What did you say? Don't delay.
Don't delay, go and pay.
I love that. Kelly, you're so funny. It was just out of nowhere. Okay, so that's great. Don't delay, go and pay, as Kelly says. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to study for exams, the best strategies and tips you must know. So, Kelly, do you know when exams are? I know they're like coming up. They're in a few weeks, right?
Jess, they're not in a few weeks. They're next week.
Oh, okay.
So the exams for term 1 open on October the 29th, which is Thursday, and exam period will end on November 1st. So make sure that you're already starting to learn and you're starting to get organized when you're thinking of taking your exam, because exam period is on the horizon.
It is. So that's why we're covering this topic today. Okay, so, we all procrastinate. It's no lie. I am like the queen procrastinator, I must say. I'm also super organized, so it's a very weird combination of superpowers I have, if you want to call it that. Okay, so don't procrastinate and study the night before. You want to be prepared for your exam. You want to take proper notes, staying engaged in the information and studying, little by little. You can you can do that up until your exam day, which is very soon, not in 2 weeks, in a week, less than a week, next week. Okay, so Kelly, can you please tell our students how studying efficiently in the classroom begins?
So, Jess, this can be done in a few ways I will mention. The first thing is ask the right questions. By asking the right questions, you will understand. First of all, no question. Don't be scared to ask any questions. It's always the right question, so you will understand. Pay attention in class. I know sometimes that can be difficult when you have many distractions going on, especially with COVID now, and many countries are going through their second wave, so more people are at home, so that means more distractions. But try to just pay attention in class. Take good notes, so you don't have to go and read through 100 pages. If you will take good notes, you'll be able to cut it down and summarize it. So that's important. And ask about the exam format. So you will have some kind of idea of what the exam will look like when you get there. I mean, you don't want to be surprised and then be in shock, and this will in turn cause you to potentially perform badly. So ask what is the exam format. Also, like an advantage with the online university, Jess, is you have many students who you can connect with, who you can talk with, and get a lot of feedback. So it's definitely good to leverage on that.
Okay, great. So, we also know that being organized is super important. Maybe you could talk about how how improving your organization skills can help you with studying and your studying skills. So, take it away, Kelly.
So just once you're ready to start studying organization, it's really important and it plays a big role also in reducing your stress, and it will help you to absorb the information. If you will be organized and know, like maybe you will have a plan that you know what to study, like this will be good. So you know each day you're coming down, you're organized, this is what you're doing, this is what you're meant to be focusing on, and it will cause you less stress. If you want me to mention some organization tips, Jess, I'm also happy to do so.
Yeah, that would be great. So, yeah, why don't you talk about some organization tips? And then I'd also love to hear from our viewers how you guys stay organized. So let us know in the comments. But Kelly, why don't you let us know what some organizational tips are?
So, Jess, well, first, study space is you want to make sure that your study space is designed for you to learn. And I know this can be difficult, but maybe just before you go to the space, go and organize and make sure it's clean. Your coffee cups from the day before aren't still sitting on your desk and looking at you. And then you must procrastinate that you must now go wash the coffee cups. So make sure that your space is organized, clutter-free, and the necessary tools are in reach. Like with clutter, if you will have 20 books on your table and you only need one book, like you will just feel overwhelmed with the clutter. So declutter your workstation. Turn off all electronic distractions. So I know this is a difficult one because we so attached to what's going on in the world around us these days and social media, what's happening on Instagram, what are people uploading, what did my best friend just post, where did they check into. These are all distractions, Jess, so turn them off and focus on your work. Even if you got your computer, maybe you need to block the sites, depending how addicted you are, but blocking the sites could be one option. My next tip, Jess, is study materials. So make sure that you have your materials in an organized manner. Like you don't want to be having to look for material that you need, which is in a huge pile. Like get this organized before, so you know what you're meant to be looking at with your materials. Prioritize, Jess. So this goes back to like a schedule that I spoke about. Make a schedule, prioritize, and make sure that you're planning accordingly. So you don't have to rush for the last minute and yearn for your exam the night before. When you have 10 units, split it up, and maybe the last few days before the exam is you just reviewing the units. But don't leave everything to the last minute. Prioritize. And another important one, Jess, is review past tests. That this will help you, and it will help you understand the type of questions that you will be asked. You'll be able to see where your weaknesses are, which are the sections you need to improve on, which of the sections you're doing well in. So the sections that you're doing well in, yes, you should review, but you won't have to spend a lot of time on it. So you can go back to your weak sections and focus on that. If you're looking for past tests, exams, a good place to start is to go to your course instructor and ask them if they have any past papers for you.
Okay,
Jess?
Lots of great tips, Kel. So we have designated study space, focus on your study materials, make sure you prioritize, and review previous tests. So those are really good tips, Kel. Thank you so much for sharing. I didn't see what people are doing. Okay, someone asks who you are. Let's clarify who Kelly is. Kelly is the director of program advising, so she's in charge of all your program advisors. And Kelly, you probably don't watch my sit down Sundays because you're a busy mom, but I always say that Kelly is the life of the office when we had an office, or when we went to the office. So Kelly is the life of the office, was the life of the office, whatever. So that's Kelly. That's who I'm speaking with now.
So, Jeff, there's also one comment that I want to address over here, and it's from Omar Robinson. It says that you made contact with your program advisor on Wednesday of last week and you didn't receive a response. So, Omar, if you can please direct message Jess your student ID so I can look into it and see what went wrong and make sure that you all get a response as soon as possible. So, Omar, please send us your student ID.
Okay, so great. Thanks, Kel, for addressing that one. Oh, and look who it is. Colleague shout out to Julia, who really is our #1 fan.
Hi, Jules.
Hey, Julia, we miss you. Okay, so moving right along. So we all know that practice makes perfect, and it's important to mix up your study routines. You know, once you've decided on a specific location, you want to take advantage of the different ways of learning to absorb the most information. You know, many students think that reading a textbook or reviewing their notes is the only way to learn, but that is not true. You can mix up your study techniques to make it a more interesting experience, and the more ways you do this, the more you'll absorb. Sorry, I don't know why I'm with the hands so much today. But so Kelly, what are some ideas on how you can study to absorb the information?
So the first one I already mentioned, Jess, is take practice tests that will be provided by your course instructor. Watch a documentary on the topic to learn in a more fun way. So, example, go to YouTube or Netflix. I doubt Netflix will have a documentary on mathematics or algebra, but I'm sure there'll be one on YouTube. So that's a good way to learn. Make flashcards, and you can stick the flashcards around your house so you can frequently review them. Color coding, it's very easy when you color code things, and it helps you to remember things because you kind of group the colors together. So that's another tip I have. Make your own study guide. So that can be an interesting one. I mean, that one's a little bit more, it requires more time, but if you have the time, then set your study guide and use memory techniques. Like maybe you want to make a song up in your head or a rhyme. Use this. And my last one, Jess, which I said before, but I'll say again, is maybe you want to record yourself saying your work and play it back to you when you're on a run, when you're tanning at the swimming pool, when you are lying in bed at night. So that's some of my tips.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. So, you know, the truth is that there's not one right way to study for exam, but there are many ways to study and optimize your time so you're prepared for your next exam. Whether it means, you know, studying in a group or learning alone, creating flashcards, watching videos, reviewing, you know, the material, or making your own study guide. You can set up your own study routine to work best for your needs. So, with that being said, Kelly, any final thoughts?
So, Jess, my final thoughts are be efficient, stay motivated, and try to teach the materials to others. Even if you don't have anyone to teach the material to others, I don't know, say it to your dog, teach it to the tree, just to practice it. And remember to take study breaks, because it's also important that you take care of your overall health. You don't want to be exhausted. Like if you study for long periods of time, maybe after like 4 hours, you won't be able to like attain the information. So take an hour break and then come back. But your overall health is very important as well when you're studying.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Kelly. Kelly, I do see one question that I want that maybe you can address from Abdullah. Can you talk about the Arabic University, please?
Okay, so Abdullah, I'm not sure what you want to know, but I will give a brief summary about the Arabic University. So firstly, this is the first term that they are open. They have one program, it's Business Administration, Associate's degree. All of the coursework, exams, materials, it's all in the Arabic language. So if you want to know more about the Arabic University, you're more than welcome to visit the website. And I believe that the Arabic University also has a social media platform, Abdullah, and they also do lives. So if you give me like a minute, I can check what their Instagram handle is if you want to know, or we'll write a comment to you what their Instagram handle is, so you'll be able to follow them, see when they're having live events, and know more.
Yeah, actually, the website for the Arabic division is ar.uopeople.edu, and you can find everything there. But yeah, they are doing live events on their Facebook page. So I would definitely check them out. And yeah, I guess I hope that, Abdullah, I hope that covers your questions. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and Kelly for such wonderful study tips. We're really wishing our students all the best in your exam period. So keep us posted, and remember to stay motivated and, focused. So don't forget, if you have any questions, you can email your advisor. If you're a student, if you're an applicant, you can email admissions@uopeople.edu. And you can always message me on any of these platforms. I'll be happy to help you. That's my job, so that's what I'm here for. And I see a lot of comments, and maybe we didn't respond to them, but we will review and respond after this event, so don't worry. If you're an applicant, don't forget this week is the admissions deadline. Kelly, you have got so many fans today. Rahul's is another one. But I'm a fan too.
I can open a fan club, Jess.
Yeah. Okay, so
For anyone who's looking for me, because I see Nasli also wrote how she can get in touch with me. If you're a student, you can email your program advisor and they will forward your query to me. So Nasli, that is how you can get in touch with me. If you're not a student and you still want to get in touch, send a private message to Jessica and she will pass along your information as well to me.
Absolutely. It is my pleasure. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Another one. Kelly, you are like numero uno today. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. On Facebook and YouTube, where I'll interview Nick, the busy dad, and the next day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Facebook and YouTube, where I will interview Sam, who is a researcher and pursuing her MBA. She wants to be an entrepreneur. She's very ambitious. Actually, both Sam and Nick are ambitious, so I can't wait to interview them, both in the United States. So that's great. And don't forget to tune in on next Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for our 8th edition of our weekly student updates. where we bring you all the, updates at University of the People and, any tips and tricks we can provide. So thank you guys so much. Everyone have a great day and stay safe and healthy. This is very important. Avoid that second wave, or if the first wave never left you, avoid that too. All right, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Jess.
Thanks,
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.